Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Poker Off Kaz and Remind here on Twisted Meadows. We have Kaz doing a quick altar of King's Speed build with 2 peasants and a farm spawning over here at the 7 o'clock position. Meanwhile, we have Remind doing an altar of Elders, getting a Moonwell, getting a Tree of Life, and we'll see. I think that Whis is going to be doing some Ancient of War creeping. So it looks like both players want to do some creeping as opposed to doing any crazy harassment. So we'll see how long this game is going to go. Looking right now, we have the Altar of Kings are going to be nearly completed in just a moment. I'm expecting an Archmage, as that's probably the best hero to go creeping with early in the game, and it is going to be an Archmage. Poker Off now, or Kaz now trying to get that barracks over in this position to finish off this wall in. So should probably, I think the build is you take your next peasant off of the town hall and you have them start speed building that barracks to get that secondary or that first footman out in time. So let's see if, yes, getting a farm in there. So getting that secondary farm, we have the Ancient of War nearing completion, and now we should have a demon. No, it's going to be a warden as the first hero coming in from Remind. So Remind choosing the warden right now and not speed building that barracks. Oh, and pardon me, now Kaz now is speed building that barracks with that second peasant. And now we're going to have that Archmage coming off the line. I think all these will be completed at about the same time. And I think this is the perfect build. I've never studied the build perfectly enough to be able to execute it, but hopefully I'll be able to execute it in the future. Anyways, Archmage is going to be popping out. Footman and Militia now coming off the line. It's going to be 6 Militia. Archmage drops a Water Elemental coming around the corner, waiting for that additional cooldown to be able to drop an additional Water Elemental, and now a Wisp coming out. Trying to do some scouting right there. Archmage already engaging the creeps. And gets a quick boulder onto one of those low hit point militia, trying to take down that mud golem before it casts too much slow. Should be dropping another water elemental soon. There's that secondary water elemental. Should try to pull back one of that. No, not gonna be able to pull back that water elemental in time. The trappers are now focusing down that water elemental as well, picking up a Tome of Agility +2 and a Robe of Magi, so not too good of an items. Probably would have preferred a Tome of Experience or a Sobi Mask, but the +6 intelligence will give the Archmage additional mana regeneration, so that is going to be fairly useful right now. Wisp may try to get off a detonation, finally taking it down. Oh, down to 3 hit points, and that +6 attack was not enough. Now Remind still doing some creeping over here with the Warden. Warden trying to take down that Ogre Warrior. Ogre Warrior takes it down, and now the Warden sitting at level 2 with a Potion of Greater Healing as well, so very nice items. And now Archmage now trying to continue out around the map, trying to figure out where everyone is. We have a footman still doing some scouting, so Archmage should figure out the creep camps in just a little bit. Warden, meanwhile, sitting at level 2, about 2 1/4 right now, and teching a Tree of Life still for Remind. Meanwhile, still at Town Hall for Kaz, so both players not doing any extreme teching right now. Poker Off now, or Kaz still getting that additional Archmage, trying to get some additional experience. Warden gets a Shadow Strike onto the Archmage. Archmage now trying to run around right there. The Warden going to be able to focus down a lot of those units right now. Getting an Abolish Magic off coming in from Remind. So very, very nice play using an Abolish Magic. And once again, another Shadow Strike onto that Archmage. The Warden is chasing, doing a really good job, and nice pathing coming in, and using that single footman to try to stop that Warden still trying to chase down that Archmage. Archmage going to buy a Boots of Speed most likely. Yes, buying the Boots of Speed, and now trying to run away, getting another Shadow Strike. So, wow, that is not looking good at all. Archmage already down to 150 hit points. Going to take some more damage over time, and now trying to run back around the corner. Footman trying to chase down this Troll Shadow Priest. Troll Shadow Priest will be able to get away. Archmage very, very low on hit points. Just trying to run, and is able to escape right now. Warden now trying to take down some of those footmen, low hit point footmen right now. Remind trying to use those mercenaries, using them very well. Warden already at 2.5 right now, and force the Archmage to just creep out these green camps with those single water elementals. So very, very nice play coming in from Remind. Very solid play, nothing too out of the ordinary, just being able to capitalize on this. Remind now getting dual Ancient of Wars, and now looking to go a Huntress tech. Huntress is now coming in. Footman now trying to come in, trying to block that little bit of a path in there. Militia coming off the line in order to try to deal more damage. A Troll Berserker coming, taking damage. Warden, we haven't seen what that secondary skill is. I don't know if it's Blink or Fan of Knives yet, but more Militia still coming off the line, and I think Remind just has too much of an advantage right now. Archmage now, oh, very, very nice job. Kaz was able to pull some of those creeps off of the main mine, and now trying to take down that single Ancient of War. At the same time, Warden has to hide right now. Trying to hide. Down goes another Militia, and more Militia are going to fall, so poker off, and now we have level 3 on the Warden, so that's going to be very, very dangerous, trying to take down some of those units. And now that Troll Shadow Priest trying to run away, Warden should, if it has Blink, should try to blink away right now. Down goes another Footman. Things are just not looking well at all. One single Ancient of War will fall due to harassment from those creeps right now, and now the Archmage just continuing to try to run around that map. Not quite sure what to do. We have a single Troll Shadow Priest healing to the north. Footman still trying to look for that Shadow Priest as the Huntresses and the Warden are trying to come again and once again take down this main base right here. So Warden pretty much hiding in position right now. Huntress taking some damage from that tower, taking 9-10 damage from that Arcane Tower. And now we have Footman trying to come in. Nice Shadow Strike, 150-point Shadow Strike. Down goes one Footman fairly easily, but the Archmage is going to come in trying to take down that Forest Troll Berserker. Down, is that Footman going to fall? Down goes one Footman, and now we have another Shadow Strike on that Archmage. Archmage down to 62 hit points. If you can get 1 or 2 hits on that Archmage, down goes the Archmage. And wow, things are not looking good for Kaz right now. Losing that level 2 level 2 hero already, going to have to delay his Mountain King coming out or any secondary hero unless he tries to go for a Tavern hero. Warden now trying to come in, trying to finish off some of those units, and Footman is going to fall. And let's see, yeah, down goes that Footman. Was trying to get the Ancient of War to, trying to get that Ancient of War to take it out to not give any experience right now. Huntress is now trying to once again come off the line, or just trying to continue to harass the Goblin Shredder, trying to focus down that Archer. The Archer with normal armor takes a lot of damage from that Goblin Shredder, but there's just too much micro coming in from Remind. Remind is just playing this game absolutely perfectly. The Goblin Shredder is going to have to be forced to run to the back of the base, and now trying to take down the rest of this. Warden now coming in, getting a nice Shadow Strike on and I think what is a peasant. That peasant will once again fall, and now Remind just continuing to harass. Very, very nicely done. Tree of Ages nearly completed. Remind sitting at 30 over 50 food. Kaz is sitting at 17 over 36. Things are not looking good at all. Blacksmith being built in the back of the base. Warden now trying to chase down that low hit, that Goblin Shredder. Goblin Shredder has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and will fall, giving the Warden level 4. And now the Archmage comes out, and the Archmage is trying to run away, trying to take down that Troll Shadow Priest down. Oh, very nicely done. Remind used his own Hunters to take it out, and now the Warden is going to be stuck in the back of the base, nowhere really to go. Is going to be able to run back out with that Boots of Speed. So nicely played so far by Remind. Kaz, another denial of experience. So wow, Kaz has been sitting a hair of experience away from level 2 for quite some time, picking up a Goblin Zeppelin. So we're gonna have some Zeppelin micro coming in from Remind. So Remind trying to finish this off right there, just trying to continue with more and more harassment. And out comes the Warden. The Warden trying to take down that one low hit point peasant. That peasant now down to 87 hit points, trying to run to the back right there. No mana on the Warden, so no Fan of Knives or anything like that. We have Water Elemental is trying to come in, trying to take down these Ancient of Lores. Things are still not looking good. Pokerov Kaz may lose his, may be able to stop this Ancient of Lore, but is going to have to try to run away that Archmage in just a second. And now Ancient of Lore down to 50 hit points, and Archmage still not able to do enough damage, trying to run down to 34, down to 15 hit points, and goes down, and that is going to be GG right there. So Pokerov Kaz says, or doesn't even say GG, just leaves the game. Probably a very, very frustrated human player. And this is game 1 in a best of 3. Stay tuned for game 2 and a possible game 3. Thanks for listening.